DTE Music Theater commissioned Golden Acoustics to upgrade the experience of its patrons. An impressive array of sonic distribution panels adorning each side of the stage are scientifically designed to help create the clearest, most immersive sound possible. The acoustic technology and design of the Golden Acoustics product line are based on the principles of humans' perception of sound, the mathematical formula of the Golden section, the Fibonacci sequence, and the physical properties of sonic waves and their systemic integration into the room boundaries with which they interact. The result is high-definition acoustics.
The performer has to feel the audience. If you have a dead audience, you just don't get it, it just doesn't come across. So one of the nice things about this is that, especially the way this particular facility is arranged, it has a nice funneling effect. And so the performers will actually hear a lot more of the audience in this environment. So the applause and all the stuff that goes with that, much more energy. So there's a double-sided benefit. So the audience gets to hear cleaner, clearer sound, which is always wonderful. But the performers get to feel the energy backward as well.
Even though DTE is an outdoor venue, the roof and sidewalls play a material role in the overall sound quality.
The purpose of these panels, as opposed to the columns that used to be there, is to break up what's called laminar flow. So as the sound propagates out, normally it always hangs onto the wall. With this kind of configuration and the material they're made out of, they force the sound to be more distributive out to the audience. And then it also improves the imagery or the uniformity of the distribution so that the audience hears a much better kind of acoustic experience.
This additive reinforcement allows the typical amplifier power levels to be lowered, and yet the audience will maintain the same perceived power level.
When you have a distributed sound field and something that breaks up the laminar elements that happen, you have far more control over your low frequencies. And so you're able to, and any mixer should really be paying attention to this particular part, because with this technology you can bring the power level, how hard you're driving those low frequencies, you can bring that down, and yet you have the same sonic experience of it, but you're able to back that level down a lot. So that's something to really pay attention to.
I'm Mike St. Peter. I'm the Vice President of Productions at the Palace of Auburn Hills. This last winter we actually rebuilt the front walls here, either side of the stage, took them all apart, re-studded the wall, built it up, strengthened it, and installed the Golden Acoustic panels. Fed Tom Schultz. He was impressed with what was going on when he was in here. He spends quite a bit of time doing sound check. Steve Miller, he's real particular about sub bass. New Kids on the Block, yeah, they did an acoustic thing for a small group of people before the show, and it was just fabulous.
One of the real important features of what this technology is able to do is that, especially with low frequencies, those waves, they hug the ground, they hug the walls, and they just go, and they travel a long way. And so what this technology does is it chews on that as it's trying to crawl up the wall and redirects that out to the audience, so you have this more wraparound. So the perception is much stronger, louder bass, and you don't have the carry off into the distance.
Environmentally, we've had a lot less complaints this year, just because the sub bass isn't carrying. That's what always carried into the environment before.
The feedback from the audience will be richer and more robust, and the performers will find more clarity over a larger area of the stage.